Hi guys, Mike here again. The third way that God speaks to us, or how to hear God's voice, is the still small voice. 1 Kings 19:11-12. The Lord said, go and stand out the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord's about to pass by, and there's a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks. The Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake. The Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper, and when Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face. He went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. And then a voice said to him, "So what are you doing here, Elijah?" And so that's obviously the story of Elijah and hearing the still small voice of God. Jesus lives in our hearts. We have spiritual eyes and spiritual ears to hear him speaking to us. We talked about the Logos and the Rhema. We talked about the Bible. So as we read the Bible, God speaks to us. Another way is that still small voice. See, God speaks your language. When he speaks to you, it won't be in Hebrew. It'll probably be in English. And if you're my mate in Uganda, it could well be in one of your local dialects. But the thing when God speaks is he always agrees with Scripture. God will never tell you to do anything contrary to Scripture. He won't tell you to steal. He won't tell you to dishonor your parents. He won't tell you to beat somebody up. He won't do that. It always agrees with Scripture. And the other thing is when you hear God's voice, it's always consistent with the character of God. The other thing, and here's a really important thing, is when God speaks and you hear God's voice, it doesn't come with fear, but it comes with loving and it comes with caring. So God will always be gentle. I know the times that I've heard God's voice myself. If it's a big noisy voice, it's often not God. It's my own mind, will and emotions playing havoc. But when God speaks, it's always been still. So I want to encourage you that it works. Here's a prayer that I learned of Jimmy Evans, and he says, "Lord, close doors for me that no man can open. Open doors for me that no man can close until I'm standing in your perfect will." And he says he prays that every day. And I thought, oh, I like that. I couldn't make one up better if I tried. God, close doors for me that no man can open. Open doors for me that no man can close until I'm standing in your perfect will. That's all for today. Bless you heaps. Bye.